Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a new episode. This one is a little late, just with Christmas and New Year's and everything. It got quite busy. But I've got some ideas of what I want to do today. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play some Minecraft. Because for the past few days, I've been very busy in the world of 3D printing. Over Christmas, my dad wanted to go halves on a on a 3D printer, which is classic my father behavior. And I was like, yeah, okay. So it's like our present to each other. We both pay half for a decent 3D printer, and it's a printer that allows for carbon fiber printing. And so we got some carbon fiber filament, and we've both been trying to figure out like how to effectively print with it. But boy, is carbon fiber hard to print with. Holy moly. The temperatures, the flow rates, the weird viscosity that it has. It's so hard to get like a clean print. I got nylon based print filament as well, so it has like it seems to what's called shrinks a lot. And so if you make a really big print, it will shrink and like curl and bend up the build plate, and it's just it's a pain in the ass compared to PLA, which is basically you can get some perfect looking prints out of it. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing, and also just I don't know, focusing on mental and physical health. I mean, now that it's 2026, I wanted to really take my physical health a bit more seriously, which I know is a typical, New Year's resolution, but I was like, yeah, no, I actually really want to, every day do some exercise. I ride my bike quite often, but I wanted to also just get into push-ups and pull-ups more often. I got a bar sort of that's hanging on my door frame, and yeah, so just been doing that. But anyway, so today I've been really wanting to, have I not got the biome blending? Why is that? Just a bit of biome blending. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, so I saw quite a lot of Minecraft builds recently. I've got it my over here on the other side of the screen, outside of the recording. Yeah, there's quite a few like houses and stuff that I want to build. I mean, just one house, but you know what I mean. Like I want to actually design a house. I'm thinking maybe in this valley. It'd be quite fitting. I think that'd be quite cool since this is where I was born. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to I don't know, put something here, So let me clear just a bit of space, fill up these water holes. I'll probably have to move the portal, which is fine. But yeah, I really want to actually, you know what? Let's do that now. I'll just break it for now. I just can't be bothered hearing it because I'm gonna be building here for quite a while. So sweet. Damn, I just realized I've used quite a lot, like 2/3 of my pickaxe. That's alright. Yeah, so I'm wanting to build a house, thinking maybe facing this way. Oh, I could pull down the whole portal. I kind of wanted to put it in a different location anyway, because for some reason the location just is nowhere near a fortress, but oh, sun is setting. That's alright. Okay. So, I'm thinking of making like a stone house, like a really rough, if this was edited, I would put up a picture of the sort of thing that I'm thinking of, but, I just want it to be super, yeah, like super rough looking. I love like cobblestone, different types of like stone and like wood, and yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, let's go to sleep and hope the rain stops. Where's Scrimmy? Hello, Scrimmy. I'm pretty sure sleeping resets the weather, right? Yeah, it does. Right. So, let's get some blocks here. Gosh, I need to make an actual path. This is getting ridiculous. Shears. Do I want to go all the way through? Yeah, I kind of want just some path. I mean, I might move this eventually, but, you know. I'll get some leaf blocks. Which might be useful for, because I don't have bamboo, so I don't have, what's it called? Frickin', scaffolding. Yeah, how's everyone's Christmas and New Year's, you know? How are things? Or holidays, if you don't celebrate Christmas, which is obviously a lot of people. Mine was good. I went to my sister's house. She was the one that hosted it this year. Now that we're all a lot older, I think it was quite nice that we don't have to be in the same house every time. So we've had the same family house for a long time, so it's nice to mix it up a bit, you know? Yeah, okay, so that goes... I'll do this. Get rid of some of this. Maybe I'll smooth it out a little bit. Nice. Get rid of these. Yeah, as I said, I've just been working with my 3D printer. Yeah, dealing with nylon carbon fiber, PETG carbon fiber. Each one has their own properties, which is so fascinating to me. Just like you have to, every single one, you have to change the settings and adjust the speeds, and it's weird because even if you use some defaults that might exist for like a specific type of filament, the filament providers have their own different things. Like, for example, the nylon carbon fiber, where I got it from, the company, on the box, it said 240 to 260 degrees Celsius. But when I researched it, I was trying to figure out, because it's PA, not PA6, PACF, it said, 280 to 290 degrees, which is a lot hotter. And both times gave me bad results. So I don't know. It's so difficult. Let's make a iron shovel. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because I don't know. I really wish that it was a little easier to print, but it isn't. I mean, it makes sense. Carbon fiber is such an extreme material. Because the things that I have printed, holy moly, it is like the hardness of, I'd say almost harder than aluminium. It's definitely like around there at least. But it's really, really hard stuff and heat resistant and really strong too. So like if you make a like, I don't know, a rod out of it, you print out like a rod, that rod is freaking strong, man. That is some crazy, the tensile properties are just nuts with carbon fiber. So yeah, just been trying to get that to work, because I really wanted to print some functional things, but I don't know. It's proving to be quite frustrating. Not to mention the fact that nylon in particular is hygroscopic, so it's extremely... It just loves water. It just absorbs all moisture in the air and stuff. And is that another tree? Oh no, there we go. And so it's, yeah, just very difficult to have it in a state where it can print properly and not bubble up or just act really strangely because there's moisture inside of it. So my dad said he has a filament dryer because we did some 3D printing stuff a while ago when it first started, but now the tech is a lot better, so hence the new printer. Yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting having to deal with it. Because yeah, I don't know. I've got some ideas in terms of, I guess, tech or some sort of, not necessarily a product, but just something that would be really fun to print and maybe give to people. So for example, one that I'm actually using right now, you can probably hear it. It's such a it's so strange. So I made a wrist rest, so that's why it's right here. I put it in front of my keyboard, and it's I don't. It sounds like wood, but if you try to bend it, it's like freaking. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so rigid. It's unbelievable. So I think this is. Oh yeah, no, this is the PETG carbon fiber. So it's not even nylon. I tried printing a wrist rest with nylon, and it's more difficult. It's so stringy. As I said, it shrinks a lot more than PETG. So when you're printing something that's really like wide or long, it curls inwards because you think of like the base of it is printing, and then as that cools down, it's wanting to shrink. But if it's bound to the build plate, then it can't shrink, and it literally pulls the build plate up with it. It's just insane. But it's very fun though. Like I've been learning a lot, just trying to figure that. Yeah, let's get rid of this portal. Just trying to figure it out. It's just very interesting to work with. Yeah. So I'll see how it goes. I've been also designing. You may have seen my post on it if you follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. I've also been designing a sort of new shell for the MX Master. So the reason is because I really wanted to get the sort of the structure of the MX Master mouse, which has the nice sort of ergonomic angle to it. It has a sort of curve that lifts up the left side of your right hand, which is, in my opinion, so much more comfy than a flat mouse. I really don't like flat mice. It gives me freaking wrist pain. I know that you can just get used to it, but I think that's bad. I think that's a bad idea. I think you should absolutely prioritize a mouse that is ergonomic and is angled to... Because humans, we're not rigid creatures. We have curves and angles that are easier and harder to sort of like withstand and manage. So I just think if you're having... This is why I like the vertical mice. I think that's a little extreme, but this is why I like the MX Master, because it's kind of in between the flat mouse and the vertical mice. So yeah, let's put the house... We're going to put the entrance here, and then it's going to go sort of diagonally that way. It's going to have like a room here and then a bigger room here. Let's just sort of start to put... And maybe this can head out... Oh, this could be my little dock area, and it can have like a boat or something. So yeah, let's put... Maybe I'll dig away this bit. So we'll go... I'll do a single door. There's no way it's already nighttime. Crazy. Do I? No, I don't. Yeah, anyway, 3D printing. Very fun. No, chicken! No! Scrimmy! Stay inside. That's not that time just yet, is it? What sort of supplies do I have here? Oh, yes, spruce door. Moss block. They use a lot of andesite, which goes with cobblestone quite well. What else? What is that? So I'm looking at the picture. Is that... Oh, is that tough? Do I have any tough? I don't think I do. Did I never dig up any tough blocks? I don't think I did. Okay. Because the tough blocks around the amethyst. I thought they were. Let me check. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure tough blocks were. Pretty sure they were found somewhere else, but let's have a look. Yeah, because this is smooth basalt, not tough. And this was calcite, yeah. It's crazy how there's like no like crafting. You could absolutely use calcite for certain, you know, crafting, whatever. Okay, so tough blocks, I think might be... Are they just spawned somewhere? I cannot remember. Let me, give me a second. Let me very quickly, tough blocks Minecraft. Let me just quickly search it up. I thought that they were... Yeah, y equals 16. So they're just blobs. They're just blobs in the world. 16, huh? Do I just have to dig and find some? Damn. Tough attempts in 2 times per chunk and blobs of 0. What? Blobs of 0 to 864. So you can just get these huge blobs. Okay. I would like some tough, because that's kind of the other block. I don't know how this is gonna go. Can it... This is iron ore. Any ore generates... no, I think it's literally just... blobs. That's so weird. Y equals 16? Yep, that is where I am. Okay, well, we'll mine a little bit. I'll see if I can find some, but if I can't after a while, then I'll just give up. Oh. No, that's the polished. Okay, well this is cute. Let me... let's put... That was not what I thought would happen. Okay. How many freaking amethyst geodes are there? Holy moly. Wait, I've been here. Okay, I've been here. Oh, I must have come through. This must be connected. That's fine. I might as well get the iron while I'm here. Okay, I really wanted some tough. Might be able to make do. Why do I have an egg? Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to go caving. I think I've got enough materials to at least start my house, so let's just skip that. I'll try and find some tough another time and just replace the blocks, but yeah, so cobblestone, andesite, and it looks like spruce. I think I'm gonna break my bed, but whatever. Okay, so let's clear out the space a little bit. Sorry for the sniffing. My nose is always so itchy. Yeah, let's do like a foundation. So I'm gonna just straight up dig all this out. Easy schmeezy. But yeah, I've been also sort of planning my my custom language I talked about a few times over the episodes, which is using C, but via a sort of like an abstraction layer where you type in one way and it translates into something that can then be compiled. I realize I kind of want to... Let's put this here. Oh, hiccups. Okay, let's just put a bunch of shit that I don't need. Whatever. Basically just blocks. I do want to make an enchanting table at some point. That's fine though. Okay, so let's actually, yeah, let's grab cobble. Again, we're just gonna make the foundation. I know this is kind of silly because you don't actually need to put stone before certain things, but I quite like the sentiment. I think it's fun. Oops. To lay out the stone in the ground before you. I know you can have it raised, but I actually kind of wanted a foundation on the under the wood. Let me just have a look. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, there'll probably be like wood and stuff, but I'll figure that out after. Let's just first do the stone perimeter, so getting the foundation and then sort of raising it up. I'm gonna make this quite small. I really like the idea of hyper efficient spaces. So the door is gonna be here. There's going to be some bits that sort of stick out, so I guess this could actually just be a wall. So Should I clear this? Yeah. I don't want it to be too messy. Like this. Yeah, because I really want to compress everything down into a small space. So I'm thinking what I might do is bring this in and then have an area here. So also, surprise, I studied architecture in high school. Well, it was like graphic design, but we did a lot of architecture. And boy, does it influence you. Holy moly. I really just cannot look at houses and buildings the same way. I think about everything now. I think about like how it was constructed, the boundaries of like the physical limitations that they probably had. It's really cool though. Like I find it amazing. Let's go. Yeah. And one day I'd love to build my own house, or obviously not by myself. I'd have to either get a company to help, or because I definitely want, you know, get my hands dirty with it. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Right, so and then perimeter. Right. So, is that too small? I might bring this out a bit. I'm thinking actually I might bring it out an extra block. So yeah, so we're gonna go here. Right, how does that look? Yeah, okay. So the empty space is the navigatable space. Oh, maybe I might bring it out furthermore, but let's head to bed. Head to bed. Oops. Okay, I'll deal with that after. Scrummy? Hello. Right. Okay, we're halfway through the episode. Let's try to get some more done. Bum, bum, bum. Let's get rid of this. Yeah. So as I said, I might bring out this coastline a bit more. Got some sand. Like that for now. Let's get rid of you. Actually, you know what? Let's do. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. And of course, I have no iron on me, right? Yeah, cool. Woo. My mouse just glitched there. Something I didn't talk about before, as I was talking about 3D stuff. So, I've also just been... oh, no, I did. I did. Sorry, my brain. Yeah, so the MX Master. Right, so, with the MX Master, I wanted to optimize the shape. Actually, let's go one more. I wanted to make it so it used less mass and less weight. And yeah, so to do that, I basically got the shape of it and got where all the pins were that were required to align with the PCB is, and then just iteratively reduced things down. Well, actually, sorry, that's not correct. I started with the pins and I iteratively like added things. So I added structures that were needed. So, for example, you need triggers for actually clicking the buttons of the mouse. I was inspired by Optimum, who designed the Zero Mouse blade. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, because the way that that's designed is the triggers, instead of being sort of from, how do you describe this? You don't have triggers that are on a lever sort of going down. Instead, the lever is at the front of the mouse going up. So they're sort of backwards. That kind of makes sense. Very hard to describe. But what it does is allows you to have a very sort of simple structure for printing. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, I could do that. That's not too hard. And it really wasn't too hard. I think all you had to do is you just had to iteratively figure out the height. Or you could measure, but you could figure out the height of where the buttons are and the trigger points. And you just make little sort of like stalks that come out the front that bend towards the back of the mouse, and then little sort of pads where your fingers go, and there you go. So I've actually got a version here in front of me. This is version, I think it's like 15 or something stupid, and you can hear it. You can hear the clicking. Click, click, click. It works. It works. It's very lightweight. So the MX Master is 146 grams or something like that. But this one is 34. It weighs very little, which is cool. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, it just I don't know. This is why I also wanted to get into the carbon fiber, because I wanted to print this in carbon fiber, but it really just does not want to. The problem is with carbon fiber is that it's kind of inconsistent. Like the way it prints is sort of blobby, and it was almost impossible to sort of get it to have like a consistent perimeter, like around the tiny little circles that make up the structure, right? Like the frames, the supports, all of it. And I did try it. I did actually try printing with it, and it just came out so messy. Like, oh my god. It came out so bad compared to the PLA, which is like smooth and clean, super clean. Like, this print is very nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting to me. The whole like only being able to print at like 45 degrees is isn't in terms of the limit of not needing supports. I tried to embrace that, and I don't know, I kind of failed though, because there's quite a few parts of it that still needs support. And so I kind of actually want to redo it. I think it'd be really cool either to make a video or to stream it. But I'd really like to start again, now that I understand how this all works. Start again and see if I can reduce the volume even more, because I'm looking at this right now, and there are some parts that I'm just like, I don't actually need to print all of this. Like, there's like it only needs to hold up the PCB, and you need some space for your fingers and stuff. that's kind of it. Like, you don't really need anything more. And I was thinking about making a version, because you can reduce the weight even more by getting rid of the scroll wheel. Because some games you don't need a scroll wheel. I'm thinking about, like, there's a lot of shooting games, or even like Minecraft. You can just use the number keys, right? Like, I'm using them now. I can just use the number keys. In fact, I can actually switch to it. So I can turn this is the big one. Big boy. So I switch to my super lightweight one. So turn on the little switch on the bottom. There we go. Whoa, yeah, that is, I feel like I can, the nimbleness, sorry for those who are watching. The nimbleness that I have, being able to, like, look around it's crazy. Like, I feel I barely have to put any muscular effort into moving my actual, like, hand around. And I did kind of get a scroll wheel working. I used the thumb wheel and I moved it to the front, and it works. So as you can see, I'm scrolling. It's just that, as you saw there, like, sometimes the scroll wheel, like, goes back, like, it goes forward and then back, like that, because it's not rigid. It's really loose. So you can't really get, like, precise clicks out of it, quite like the bigger magnetic one. Because the problem is, if you want the big magnetic wheel, that adds like 12 grams. It's a very heavy wheel. And I don't know, I quite like, I prefer the lightness of the mouse. The fact that I can move this with just like 2 fingers, my thumb and my ring finger on my right hand, and it's just effortless. It is so effortless to move. I love it. Yeah, so I don't know, I want to try play Minecraft with this, see how this goes. So right click works, that's nice. Left click works. Of course, you know. I guess because the button is now exposed, it's actually louder. Because this is the sound of the normal one. And then this is the sound of the lightweight one. So it's like slightly higher pitched because it doesn't have the enclosure around it to sort of muffle the higher tones. So, yeah. And the insides that I'm using were from an older MX Master 3, and so the left click is muted, but muted because it was used a lot, right? But it works though. Oh yeah, like scrolling. Oh, this is a little weird. That's right. I was thinking about maybe putting, there's this stuff called adhesive lubricant, which I know is counterintuitive, but adhesive lubricant allows you to have sort of, how do I word this? It stops things from like wiggling and moving around so much, but still has smooth, like frictionless movement. So for things like this, it actually worked really well. It's like a little spray bottle. I think it's called Tac 9 or something like that. I don't know. I think it's CNC stuff, but yeah. And I'm thinking that would work quite well, because that would stop the super looseness of it, and stop like the high velocities that it might have, but also, you know, still allow it for it to be smooth. So I'll try that. Yeah, and because the middle click button is oh gosh, sorry, the sensor for the scroll moved. There we go. Yeah, the middle click is in a really awkward position. It's actually right in the center of the PCB, so it's like when you press the wheel, the wheel is actually on like a bendy piece of plastic, and then that presses the middle click. So yeah, it's strange, but oh gosh, getting used to the to the scroll wheel. Oh, like now, so again, like I'm so used to scrolling the precise amount to get to the tool. Because having to press 9. I guess that's probably why people have like tools and stuff on like 1, 2, 3. I get that now. I get it. You know, if you don't want to scroll. Like that makes sense, but yeah. And also the backwards and forwards buttons I had to remove as well. This is literally just scroll wheel left or right. That's it. So yeah. Right. So the andesite is sort of scattered, but there's also the tough blocks. That's really annoying. Yeah, and then there's a whole bunch of like stairs. Can you do the walls as well? Yeah, I'll get some of those. Get some of these, and I get some of these. So, the idea... Oh, God, scroll. The idea is that I have 2 here. And then these here, like that. And so, the cobble... would sort of have scattered amounts, you know. Something like that. And then the rest would be andesite. You see? You see the vision? Yeah, and then the idea as well is to have a bunch of like leaves and grass, and I probably want to actually punch out some holes for some windows. Probably have them maybe here and here. Maybe I'll make them too wide. My neighbor's kids are playing outside. You can probably hear them. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I was thinking about maybe replacing this with something. Not sure. Not sure just yet. Maybe some bricks of sorts, but I don't think I have mossy stone. Ah. Really? Okay. I don't know. That was a I can definitely cook some stone, but smooth basalt could look nice, because I think that's not as dark. Oh, it's about the same sort of darkness as cobbled deep slate. Let's get the rest of the andesite. Okay, let's cook some. Let's cook some cobble. So I'm gonna go There we go. this mouse, it's so... it's so easy to move around, it's crazy. I love it. Okay. So, I think the next parts would be sort of planning out the insides. So I'm thinking this would be storage, and this would be sort of where everything is, like all the tools and yeah. So like I want the crafting table here, so let's move it. Okay, I'm sort of getting used to the numbers. I've never been a number key user, so it's a bit weird for me. Where would I have the enchanting table? I kind of wanted to... Would I expand this out, or would I have a second story? I think a second story. I think because the picture I'm looking at, it has quite a big sort of roof area, so I'm thinking I might just have a second story. I'll do the thing where you use the half slabs, and so you get 2.5 blocks, and then the second story is just on the half slabs, and I think that saves a lot of or saves 1 block in the vertical height. Vertical height, same word. Yeah, so I guess I would probably... So, okay, I would want something that is... Maybe that's what stone is, now that I'm looking at it. Maybe stone would be the one... So you go cobblestone, andesite, stone. And since the stone... And I wanted something lighter, but the problem is that the, granite? No, diorite. Damn. I find the diorite is just a little too light. Maybe. Let's have a look. It's either that, or I move it up a gradient. So I go cobble deep slate, and then cobblestone, and then diorite. But I worry that cobble deep slate is quite dark, though. I don't know. I find it just a little too dark. Yeah. We've got some stone here, so let's see. Sun is going down already. I mean, look, I can, actually, you know what? I know that I can do it in my world here, but let me just do it in creative. Okay. So, cobblestone, diorite, stone, andesite, cobbled deep slate. Maybe one is lighter than the other. So I want tough. I think that tough is probably the one I'm looking for, but yeah, so my thought was andesite, because if I put down cobble, stone is kind of, I mean, it's very similar to andesite. Like, I would put it there, sort of thing. Ah, cobblestone. And then tough, then deep slate, then cobble deep slate. You see that? That's kind of, I mean, I would want something in between these two. I don't know if there is something, but definitely like this gradient, that's quite nice. What would be in between? I really want to stick with stone. I know that you can do, like, alternative, God, that is so piss off. Go away. Right. I know they can do some sort of wood or whatever, but I don't want to do that. What about the smooth? Oh yeah. That's pretty good. The problem is that it of course has the border. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of it, really. And then it can go all the way down to, yeah, like black stone. Ah, come on, scroll wheel. Like that sort of thing. So, yeah, so we can do that. I still find that the here to here is a bit too much of a jump, but I want to stick within stone sort of territory. If I type in stone, yeah. I know that there's stone bricks, but they kind of have the same lightness. I think this is good. I think it's good. I think I probably, for the house though, maybe I don't have diorite. And like maybe this, like a sort of restricted yeah. Actually, this is interesting. The cobble almost looks brighter because it has the highlights. What if I swap them? That's a tough one. It has more contrast, and that's kind of a hard thing to I want the tough. The tough is exactly what I want in between this and this. So I'll have to find some, but okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So maybe for the bottom layer we do cobble deep slate instead, and then work our way up. Yeah. Oh, just quickly sleep. Whoops. I wonder if Windows captured that. No, probably not. For some reason there's this feature if you like double tap Control, it draws this white circle where your cursor is. It's really annoying. It's probably somewhere in the options. Ugh, bloody Windows. Right. Let's go. Some food. Okay, we've got about 6-7 minutes left. Ugh, hiccups. Excuse me. I could leave it, but I do quite like the idea of having which one was lighter? I don't actually check smooth basalt. I think I skipped that actually. I think it's slightly darker maybe. But cobbled deep slate I think would be a fun one to have as maybe the bottom. See, now it's all wrong. Damn. That's fine. I could make foundation cobble deep slate, but I won't do that. That's going too far. Okay. So maybe Maybe this bottom one will be a mix between smooth basalt and cobbled deep slate. That could be cool. God, I like the hues on that. It's quite nice. The purples. Oops. Yeah. I know this is literally ripping down the walls that we just made, but I probably should have planned out the gradient before I did this. I knew I'd want to. I was like, oh, I could just wing it. Nope. You can't just wing stuff quite like that, really. I'm still trying to use the scroll wheel, but... Okay. Yeah. And then, what was the, I think it was stone. But I probably want to add some bits that go up. Like this, and then, yeah, I guess stone. Oh no, it was tough, wasn't it? Damn. Damn, I wanted to get some tough. Okay, that's fine. I can leave it. I can leave it until I find some tough. But yeah, I want to go this, then tough, then stone, and then cobblestone and andesite, and then the smooth stone near the top. I think that'd be cool. Man, it's almost too many blocks to choose from now. But I really do just wish Mojang had... like, the gradients are easy enough to build, but some of them are just a little too similar. Like, I've always found that andesite is just too similar to stone. It's like, yeah, it has this slight sort of, what are these, like green and like purple, really odd sort of hues, but that makes it frustrating. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's alright though. Let's make... Ooh, do I have enough? I should be able to... I want to make an enchanted table before I, close up this episode. So 2 diamonds, 4 thingy, blah blah blah. Leather. And I need... sugar cane. I don't want to use all my sugar cane though. Okay, I only need 1 book, so that's fine. Let's put you in there. 2 diamonds. Bum bum. Book. Done. I don't have enough books for bookshelf, but that's fine. I don't have any lapis. I do, actually. It's just in the chest. 1 second. Nope. Stay in here, Scrimmy. Another egg. Baby? Oh. Right. That shouldn't hurt me. Okay. This. Efficiency? Should I make a new pick? That's the real question. Seems kind of silly to enchant this, which is almost broken. I could repair it. I don't know if it's cheaper to, let's have a look. I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's in the anvil, isn't it? Oh. I've probably got enough iron for an anvil. Do I? Yeah, surely. Surely, I'm pretty sure I've got enough iron for an anvil. You need 3 of these. Right? Then like this. Yeah. Freaking expensive as shit, man. Right. Okay, I'll place it in a thing, but otherwise... Okay, otherwise I can just, yeah, craft one. Okay. Whatever. Okay. 2, 3. So it... God, that sucks so much, man. I'm just gonna build a new one. Just efficiency. Cool. Fuck it. I can do this one too. Hey, efficiency as well. Yeah. I mean, that's what I get for not having bookshelves, I guess. That's cool. I can add more later on, I guess. But yeah, well, that was an hour. Thank you very much for watching. I think we made some decent progress. I will have to try to find some tough blocks, which is gonna be a pain in the ass, but that's alright. Yeah, 2026, huh? Man, I just got chills for some reason. I don't know what is gonna happen this year. I think there's gonna be a lot of things that might test us. Us as, I guess, a civilization. But all I gotta say, though, is as long as we prioritize caring and loving for others, and caring and loving for yourself, I think we can have a pretty okay year. Despite anything, despite all, despite pain, despite suffering, despite the inevitabilities of certain things, I think we'll be alright. So, yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful start to your year, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.